When did we go down? Remember we stayed at the Marriott World Center?
Right after 9/11.
Yeah.
So Jake was like 4 months old, 5 months old.
That's right. That was fun. So
Remember that?
Time, I never go to Florida. I forgot I've been. I think that was the last time I went to Florida.
That long ago?
Yeah. I haven't been
It was like, that was fun. We stayed at the World Marriott.
Yeah. Saw the alligator sunning itself on the.
Yeah.
Leading off for the Steamers, the shortstop number 3 from Webster University, Bryson Rigsby.
So Bryson Rigsby up. Sorry, they started a little bit earlier and we weren't prepared, but we're back on now. Rigsby takes ball 1. Outside 2-0. This is Jaden Varner from Wooster, Ohio. Goes to Kent State University. Oh, and that one's a wild one. A little high. So Rigsby works in a walk.
Number 58.
Now batting the third baseman, number 21 from Trevecca Nazarene University,
Jaden Varner goes to Kent State. Or Division I. Don't they play in the UB? Yeah. Ball 1. You want it? You can take right over. And I don't know how good you're going to be able to keep stats and stuff. I'm like trying to do all this. Yeah. Just be careful what you hit over. Oops, here because it'll. That's not. I already did that at the end of the game. I must have. One of us pressed something. And I'll try to get his back as soon as I can. Unless you want to.
You can. Yeah, let me just get them right up.
Okay. Two and 0. You need to know there's the numbers. I don't know if any of there's pitching. Oh, we got all that. Okay, you're all set. That's low in the dirt. Ball gets. Yeah, the guy over caught the ball instead of letting it just roll out, but it would have been out of bounds anyways. They don't allow him to go to third. He's got to go back to second. So 2 on. Nobody out. So Roland Ryan up. Runners steal second and third. That's a strike. Still 0-0, bottom of the first. This is game number 2 of a doubleheader. 2-1. That's going to be foul. Full count. Popped out of play. Strike 3. So 1 out. Runners at second and third.
From Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Colton Bird.
Colton Bird up. Went 2 arms length. Bird swings through that one. Low one in the dirt, 1-1. Runners threaten but stay home. That one gets away. Oh, it comes right back to, but a nice slide at home that time. Rigsby.
There you go, Bryce.
Dodgers take a 1-0 lead on that. I'm not sure if that's listed as a wild pitch or pass ball that time. I didn't know if it looked like it went under the pitcher or the catcher.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, look at Scott.
Are you live? Buddy? How you doing? Good. How you doing? Good. How you doing? Yeah, good. Great day. Selling tickets. Selling tickets? Yeah. Raffle tickets. Today's the first day, so.
3-1. Slow roller. And safe at first. Well, the run will score for the Dodgers, or for the Steamers, sorry. So 2-0. So I'm going to turn over the reins to. This is the voice of the Syracuse Cats here momentarily. We do have one out. Chop foul. One and two. Foul tip that off to stay alive. Nice play. Retrieving the ball. Kicked it up in the air and caught it. Wow. Wish that was on camera. Two and two. And there's a strikeout. 2 outs.
Now batting the left fielder #1 from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Torrey Roper.
So left fielder Torrey Roper up. Runner goes, a foul tip though. Throw over to first. Wind is brutal here today. You're just joining us for this second game. High 1-1. There's a shot. Up against the fence. Another run scores and a double by Roper. We're now 3 runs now here.
Now batting the second baseman and Ray from Monroe Community College, Connor Kiefer.
So Kiefer up. Kiefer has for time. Almost started the windup.
Oh my God.
Fouled off. Slow roller. And the third out. We'll be back after this.
Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
St. James Hospital in Hornell is a great place to be a nurse.
The best part of my job at St. James is our sense of community. Whether you're sick or if you're injured or if you need a CPR course, I feel that we're here to address your needs.
St. James Hospital is hiring skilled and compassionate nurses for our state-of-the-art emergency, inpatient, and surgery departments. In addition, we are offering $15,000 sign-on bonuses for RNs and $5,000 for LPNs. Come join our tight-knit community that cares for you as
Top of the second inning, back here in
Nolan Giblin.
Western New York. Austin Platt here taking over on the Hornell stream on the NYCBL digital network. It's 3-0 in favor of the home side in game number 2 of this doubleheader. Saltcats took the first one in a close one, 5-4. Hornell taking advantage here in the first inning with 3 runs of their own. Now it's Nolan Giblin who takes the second pitch low. Giblin the DH after playing second in game 1. Looks at the 2-0 that misses as well, and it's already 3-0 on the Saltcat cleanup hitter. The 3-0 offering, and misses upstairs as well, and that's ball 4. So Giblin is on with the leadoff walk, as Colin Burdett allows the first base runner of the second to reach for Syracuse. Now it's Ryan Gonzalez, the first baseman. Gonzalez 2 for 5 in the last game. First pitch in there for a strike, to Gonzalez's surprise. Giblin leading off of first here. With no outs in the top of the second with Hornell up 3-0, trying to salvage a split in game 2. There's a bouncing ball. The first could be 2. They'll throw to second for 1 on to first. Not in time. That's all they'll get. Gonzalez bounces into a fielder's choice. Is safe at first. But there is 1 out.
Now batting the second base, number 7, from Thomas Morgan versus the Bailey Martin.
Now it's Bailey Martin, the second baseman. Didn't play in game 1. The everyday second baseman now starts in game 2. First pitch, checked his swing successfully, 1-0.
I can put you back on. I'll put you back on in July. I do, but...
Runner leading off of first is now Gonzalez, the first baseman for Syracuse, as that one is fouled back, getting a piece of it. Was the Syracuse second baseman Martin. And now it's 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the second in the visitors' half. Bryce Ritchie is on deck for the Salt Cats. Here's the 1-1 offering from Burdett. Misses for ball 2. Hornell fans wanted that call. Wind continuing to pick up here in Western New York as that one is shot into left field. Moving in is the left fielder, and it's down for a base hit. Bailey Martin reaches on a bloop single to left. Now it's first and second for Syracuse as Gonzalez moves up to second. It's a single for Martin. Now it's Bryce Ritchie up with 1 out. He had 2 doubles in the last game earlier today in a just over 2-hour first game. Was off to a good pace and then started to slow down a little bit. The first pitch swung on, cracked in the air to right center field, well hit. Coming in now is the right and the center fielder, and they both don't catch the ball. They let it drop. The throw comes into second. It's wide of everyone, and it is a very odd single for Bryce Ritchie as a complete defensive mishap there. Miscommunication between the right fielder and the center fielder. Hernandez and Arnold, who both did not start in game 1, they both thought the other one was going to get the ball, and it's a single for the first pitch for Ritchie in the strangest way. And advancing is Martin and Gonzalez. Syracuse has themselves set up here with 1 out in the second. First pitch to number 59, Jordan Stevens, is in there for a strike. Stevens, the left fielder in game 2. The next offering misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ducks on the pond everywhere for the Salt Cats here in game 2.
Pictures of the damage of the wind doing those tents. Oh, he does a good job.
1-1 fouled back. And now Burdett is ahead 1-2 on the Syracuse left fielder. This is Colin Burdett on the mound. There's another Burdett on this team, not the same guy. That one is flared in the air to the shallow infield. Should be an infield fly, it is. Making the play is the second baseman, who then dropped it, trying to get the runner Gonzalez to go home. But he's smarter than that, but it's a key second out for Hornell. And now it's Declan O'Hara, the 9-hitter. Base is still juiced. Syracuse looking to get themselves back in this ball game early. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Behind the plate in game 2, it's Bird once again for Hornell. Windy afternoon it's been here at Maple City Park. That pitch finds the zone. Count is now even at 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out. O'Hara looks at strike 2, not happy with the call. And now Hornell is 1 strike away from getting out of this mess while throwing up a 0 on the board here in the second. Syracuse already has 2 runs. They've had 4 base runners reach, but one of them out on a fielder's choice. That was Gonzalez. That was Gibby that was out at second as a result of that. Count is now 2-2 as the 1-2 pitch misses to the 9-hitter for the Salted Cats, who did not play in game 1. Wind still blowing in. Be tough to really hit a ball out of this ballpark. The 2-2 pitch on the ground to the third baseman, who will take it himself to the bag and beats Martin there. And that'll do it for the top of the second inning. Syracuse threatens. They leave the bases loaded here in the top of the second. And at the middle of 2, it's Hornell 3 and Syracuse nothing.
After 1.5 innings of play on the right.
Bottom of the second now, as it's bottom of the order, 8, 9, and 1. It's B.J. Arnold to lead things off. The center fielder did not play in game 1. Here at Maple City Park in Hornell, New York. Austin Platt with you on the NYCBL Digital Network. Jaden Varner struggled with command in the first inning. Showing bunt is Arnold right there. And he takes it for ball 1. Varner pitching out of the windup. Gets the sign and delivers a strike to even up the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 as Varner's working a bit swifter here. Misses down low. Count 2-1. Zack Morse is on deck, the designated hitter, and that'll come back to the top with Rigsby, the shortstop. 2-1 pitch finds the zone. And Varner, who's taking less than 10 seconds between pitches, immediately gets the ball back, looks in for the sign with his glove over his face, and now he'll deliver the 2-2. Lined. What a play there from the first baseman, Gonzalez. That one was lined to him on the foul side of first base. Gonzalez with a heck of a diving play. There's a nice first out recorded by Syracuse.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 11 from Alfred State College, Zack Morse.
So it's a line out for Arnold. That's the first out of the inning. Now it's Zack Morse, who also did not play in game 1. The first pitch to him from the lefty Varner in there for a strike. 0-1. The next offering also in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here on the 9-hitter Morse. Misses upstairs. Count now 1-2. Rigsby, the shortstop, the leadoff man on deck, walked and scored on a wild pitch back in the first. Here comes the 1-2 from Varner, swing and a miss. 2 outs now quickly. Varner's finding command now as Morse goes down swinging.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Bryson Rigsby.
Now it's Bryson Rigsby. Here comes the shortstop. Also led off in game 1. Went 1 for 3 with a walk as well and a run scored. First pitch to him, just misses for ball 1. Good attendance here at Maple City Park for this doubleheader. Not many fans went home after the Hornell Steamers lost game 1, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning by Jaden Varner in the second. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the 3rd inning. Hornell 3, Syracuse 0 on the NYCBL Digital Network. Top of the order for the Syracuse Saltcats here in the top of the 3rd inning. It's Matthew Rinaldi, the captain of the team, wearing the C across his chest. He popped out to shortstop in the first out of the game, and he's up here for the second at-bat against Colin Burdett. And the first pitch, he rockets into center field. Coming on as the center fielder for a nice sliding catch. A nice play there from B.J. Arnold. That's the first out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Amani Jones.
Now it's Amani Jones, the shortstop. Fouled out to the first baseman on the foul side of the right field line. First pitch to him is a ball. He's ahead in the count 1-0, and his second offering is on the way. Also a ball. Jones quickly up 2-0. These pitchers both working quickly. You'll love to see it. 14 innings. Nothing worse than a long day at the ballpark. Luckily, there's nice weather as well. That one's high, and it's now 3-0 on Jones. He's been one of the hotter hitters for Syracuse as of late. There's a strike on the 3-0 pitch. Jones thought that was ball 4, started trotting to first. Home plate umpire and the field umpire switched between games, so it's now Pete behind the plate and John in the field. 3-1, that one's a ball upstairs. That's ball 4. Now runner on first with 1 out. I'll bring up
Batting the catcher, number 0,
the catcher,
Jacob
Caruso. As Jones leads off of first. Base running has been an issue for the Saltcats, and certainly the catcher behind the plate for Hornell has done an excellent job gunning him down in Bird. Before they throw to Caruso, they'll check on Jones on over at first. That pitch fouled back from Caruso. Count 0-1. Fans still lined up along the left field side for the Hornell Steamers, trying to get themselves back to 500. There's a pitch that misses upstairs for ball 1. They're 6-7 at the moment. Playing good better baseball at home though. They're 4-3 here at Maple City Park. They say Caruso did in fact successfully check his swing, so it's 2-1. A lot of doubleheaders today across the league, a lot of east-west matchups. The next offering to Caruso whacked into left center field. That one is caught by the left fielder for the first out. Pardon me, the second out. There was Roper over there. Made the catch on a line drive. It's been an issue for Syracuse. They've hit a lot of line drives, but right at people. Now it's Nolan Giblin, the DH. First pitch to him is fouled straight back off the backstop and right back to the pitcher, so he's not going to need a new baseball, except he wants a new one. 0-1 on the DH. Giblin, who walked back in the second inning and was out at second on a Gonzalez fielder's choice. 0-1 offering also in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on the Saltcat DH. He's been one of the hotter bats for Syracuse as of late. That 0-2 misses upstairs. Giblin 2 for 4 in the last game with a walk as well.
You used to be president here? I believe you.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that's a swinging strike 3 to end the inning. Giblin with a 3/4 swing, didn't quite know if he wanted to go around, but he did. That's the end of 2.5 innings. It's still 3-0 in favor of the hometown Hornell Steamers. We'll be back for the bottom of the third after this break.
Fans, get out your 50.
Time for the bottom of the third inning here. 2, 3, and 4, the heart of the Hornell lineup, beginning with
third for the Steamers, the third baseman, number 21,
Paxton Hughes will lead it off. He walked and scored back in the first. First pitch to him, misses down low. Syracuse wanted that one to be called a strike. Pete had other ideas, and it's quickly 1-0 on the third baseman batting from the left side. That one finds the zone, even at 1. The next offering 1-1 misses low, so count is now 2-1 on number 21. Paxton Hughes. Next pitch fouled back over our heads. Nearly hit a car on the fly. Hughes was hitless in the first game and nearly went down swinging there, as the Hornell bench makes it very clear that was a good eye. A pitch that was quite close. So now it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs on the leadoff hitter. That one misses way upstairs, and Hughes is on for the second time today with a walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number 30.
So now it's Roland Ryan. Struck out in the first inning with runners on second and third with an opportunity to knock in a few runs. We're here in the bottom of the third, this 7-inning game. Syracuse took the first one 5-4. First pitch misses low to the first baseman Ryan. Hughes leading off of first. Here in the third inning, Hornell got 3 runs in the first. Only had 2 hits, but it was good enough for 3 runs as Jaden Varner, the starter, struggled with his command. 1-0 pitch also misses, so it's 2-0 now on the 2-hitter. Pardon me, the 3-hitter for the Hornell Steamers, the runner-up last year, lost to the Cortland Crush. Right in the middle of the standings this year. That's on the ground to the third baseman, Richie. This could be double play. There's one on to first. It's in time. Nice double play turn there from Syracuse. Richie to Martin to Gonzalez. It's quickly 2 outs and the bases are clear.
Now batting the catcher, number 34, Colton Bird.
5-4-3 double play in the books. Hughes is out at second, and now it's time for Bird. Colton Bird, the catcher. Pitch misses well low. The next pitch to Bird. He fouled off, just got a piece of it, nearly hit him. But it's just a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the third inning. The 7-inning game, moving quite quickly here in game number 2. 1-1 pitch misses low. Good takes here from Hornell in this game as they're working against a pitcher that is struggling with his command. Had trouble with walks in his first outing of the year, Varner did, against Cortland. The first night of the year. Hasn't pinched since then, and maybe that's why. Another pitch misses. Outside 3-1 with Hernandez, one of the best hitters on this Hornell team, due up on deck. Bird singled and scored back in the first, and he's 1 pitch away from getting on base yet again. He'll have to wait another pitch as that one's in there for strike 2. A touch of wind here in Hornell. Temperature's been in the mid-60s all day long. The 3-2 pitch is lined to the shortstop, Amani Jones, easy for him. And that'll do it for the third inning. A leadoff walk goes astray as a double play and a line out ends that, and we'll head to the 4th inning. It's still 3-0 in favor of the hometown Hornell Steamers on the NYCBL Digital Network. Time for the top of the 4th here at Maple City Park. Austin Platt with you here on the NYCBL Digital Network. Thanks for cutting out some of your Saturday afternoon to spend it with us on this doubleheader day. Hornell in good shape here to take the second game of this doubleheader as they lead 3-0 as we enter the 4th. Ryan Gonzalez, the first hitter, hits the first one in the air to the infield. Third baseman says he's got it and brings it in. Hughes called off his shortstop Rigsby. And there's one out after just one pitch. Good start here for Hornell defensively. So now it's Bailey Martin, the second baseman, who singled in the last inning against Colin Burdett. First pitch is low for ball 1. This Hornell roster, very thin altogether, but their pitchers have done a nice job. They've only used 3 so far in the first now game and a half, really. That pitch misses low. They only needed 2 in the last game, despite giving up 5 runs in a losing effort. Cullen Haley and Trey Slauson pitched in the first game, and it's quickly 3-0 now on Bailey Martin. They only have 8 pitchers on the roster. They have some other position players that could pitch, and they have no lefties. Hasn't seemed to be a problem thus far. There could be a problem. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Bryce Ritchie.
So Martin's on with a 1-out walk. Now it's Bryce Ritchie, who singled in the second inning. Already in the top of the 4th here. If you've blinked, you've already missed the first chunk of action here in this game. Reaching the halfway point of game 2. Martin leading off of first, thinking about going, stays put. The first pitch to Bryce Ritchie, the Texas native, in there for a strike. Both these teams will technically be on the road tomorrow. Hornell will play Genesee in a matchup in the division. That one's popped up. First base side should be playable in foul territory, and it is. Nice job following it in there. Was the first baseman, number 30. That's Ryan. Roland Ryan makes the catch. And Ritchie is retired. Now it's Jordan Stevens at the plate. So it's a foul out for Ritchie. As I was mentioning, both teams on the road tomorrow.
Now batting the left fielder, number
And they'll
59,
play
Jordan
in-division
Stevens.
matchups. Hornell will be at Genesee, while the Syracuse Saltcats and the Syracuse Spartans will play for the first time, the Battle of OCC. So it technically will be an away game, but it's really at home. First pitch to Jordan Stevens. Fouled towards the Hornell dugout for strike one. Stevens popped out to second base back in the second inning. Colin Burdett's done a great job so far in the first 3 2/3 innings. That one misses for ball one. On deck is Declan O'Hara, should Stevens get on here. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Missed upstairs on Stevens, the Ohio native, currently in the transfer portal. Played at Kent State last year, along with the starter for Syracuse, Jaden Varner. That pitch misses outside on Stevens, and it's quickly 3-1. Martin having a conversation with Ryan over there at first base. 3-1 now on Stevens, the left fielder. Upstairs, and that's ball 4. First and second now for Syracuse. The tying run will come to the plate, and Declan O'Hara, who bounced into a fielder's choice to end the second inning, was hit to the third baseman, Hughes, who stepped on the bag himself. He was in the same situation with runners on first and second and 2 outs. He's looking to avoid that again here, as we're going to see a mound meeting as the catcher, Bird, goes out and talks with Burdett. Bird and Burdett are your battery for Hornell. How about that? So the first meeting for those guys commences and now ends. Declan O'Hara, number 15, batting from the right side, digs in. First pitch to the Saltcat right fielder, and that's taken all the way for a strike. Leading off of second is Martin, leading off of first is Stevens. They both reached on walks. Wind continuing to blow here, now kind of blowing out to left field, which could help O'Hara, but not with that swing. Count 0-2 on Declan, with Rinaldi the top of the lineup, due up next, if he were to reach. But he's down in the hole 0-2. Burdett, who hasn't given up a run yet, has done well pitching with 2 outs. And that one is squibbed off the end of the bat to the third baseman. He'll backhand fire to first. In time, nice play there to end the inning, to get out of it with no damage. Heck of a play from Hughes to toss it on over to Ryan. The nice scoop, the nice stretch. A nice play then the top of the fourth. Syracuse threatens once again. They just can't get a runner across. It's 3-0 Hornell still as we're halfway through at Maple City Park. Bottom of the 4th inning now at Maple City Park. Austin Platt with you here on the NYCBL Digital Network off of the Hornell feed. New pitcher for the Saltcats is number 3, Nathan Rodriguez. Goes by Nate, a junior out of Mercy College. Has 1 outing this season, not in league play, and the first batter he faces in the first pitch is inside to Hernandez. A ball and no strikes. So 2 lefties out of the pen to begin this game in game number 2. That one also misses in. Rodriguez appeared in a non-league outing against the Batavia Muck Dogs. Pitched in 1 1/3 innings, got 4 outs, gave up 5 runs, all earned. Just 1 hit, walked 4 guys, struck out 2. Hornell's hoping that performance comes back around, and there's a check swing called for a strike. On Hernandez, who came off the bench in game 1, got a single, struck out here in the first at-bat of game number 2, and he fouls that one back, and the count is now even at 2.
That's the first Heritage Credit Union 50 center.
Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the 4th inning with Rodriguez. The new pitcher misses low, and the count is now full on Hernandez, who's got some speed on the base pass. It'll be Roper, the left fielder, due up next, who already doubled in this game. Here comes the full count pitch. Missed upstairs for ball 4.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1.
So Hernandez is on with a leadoff walk. It's Roper's turn now. As I mentioned, he doubled back in the first. That brought home a runner in Bird. So he's got an RBI to his name today. The first pitch to him. Takes it for a high strike. Rodriguez steps off as Roper calls time. It's a 3-0 game. Hornell got all 3 runs in the first inning. 2 walks, 2 hits, and a pair of strikeouts as well. That's how that inning went. Rodriguez checks back to first base. Back easily is Hernandez. It's a rather balanced Hornell team this season. Usually the West Division is filled with teams that can hit. They don't have a ton of pitching, as there's a good pickoff move back to first base, and they nearly got him. Rodriguez on over to Gonzalez, but Hernandez gets back. Bang, bang play there. Count is still 0-1 on the batter. Make it 1-1. After that, pitch misses low. Kiefer, the second baseman, due up next. Looks like there might be a pinch hitter, though. And that one is cracked into center field. Going back is Rinaldi out there in center field. Comes in a bit and makes the catch. And thinking about tagging is the runner at first, but he stays put. So it's a loud fly out for Roper.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Connor Kiefer.
It will be Connor Kiefer to bat, my mistake. With 1 out here and still a runner on first in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. Brandon Arnold, the center fielder, waits on deck. Second pitch of the at-bat. There's also a fly ball, this time into left field. Coming in is the left fielder for the Saltcats, Stevens, to make the catch. There's quickly 2 outs. This is a fast-moving game. Last one took over 2 hours. This one started at 5:58, just 2 minutes shy of 6. It's been quite quick thus far. So 2 flyouts in this inning and a leadoff walk. It's Brandon Arnold now with 2 down. Only 7:06, so they've just been going over an hour here. Showing bunt is Arnold. He pulls back, and the ball nearly got away from Caruso, the catcher. But staying put at first base was Hernandez. He wasn't going anywhere. B.J. Arnold for short. Lined out to first base on a heck of a play by Ryan Gonzalez back in the second inning. Runner is going here. The pitch is low, and there's not even going to be a throw made. Caruso frustrated that he couldn't get the ball out of his glove, and now standing on second base safely is Hernandez with the stolen base. The pitch was low as well, so it's 2-0. That one also misses, 3-0, and frustration is starting to boil over here for Caruso behind the plate for Syracuse. Due up next is Zack Morse, the DH, struck out back in the second inning. Red light for Arnold, but he takes a strike. Count 3-1 on the center fielder. He's made a few putouts today. Didn't start in game one. Now trying to make his impact here in game two. Here comes the 3-1 offering. Ripped and through the left side for a base hit. They're waving the runner home, and the throw is going to be in time. No! It was in time, but the runner got underneath the tag of Caruso. A run scores. It's a single and an RBI for Arnold. Scoring is Hernandez from second base. It was a strong throw by Stevens in left field. Excellent slide. Give Hernandez plenty of credit. And Arnold is on with an RBI single with 2 out. And it's now a 4-0 game. First pitch to Morse. Misses in. Ball 1. Still in the bottom of the fourth. Hornell added 1 here after getting 3 in the first. They lead 4-0 over the Saltcats, looking to salvage a split and get back to 500. Saltcats needing wins desperately, as they're at the bottom of the East at the moment. Here's a strike to Morse from Nate Rodriguez in his first inning. Now he's given up a run. The left-hander has also been at the plate twice for 2 at-bats, 0 for 2 despite making contact twice, and they got him over at first base on the pickoff. They nearly had Hernandez picked off at first. This time they do pick off Arnold, who was leaning towards second base. And that's what happens when you make one wrong move against a lefty on the mound. You're going to pay for it. Arnold does get an RBI single with 2 outs, but he'll end the inning out on the bases on the pickoff. So Morse will come up to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning as his at-bat ends abruptly. And we'll head to the 5th inning with the Hornell Steamers on top of the Syracuse Saltcats 3-0 on the NYCBL Digital Network. Pitch up the middle and through for a base hit. The second pitch of the inning to Matthew Rinaldi ends up being a single for the leadoff hitter for Syracuse.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Omani Jones.
So he's on with nobody out here in the top of the fifth in this 4-0 game. I'll check on Rinaldi over at first. He's safe once again as they check on him. Four nothing game here. Pitch taken outside for ball one on now the two-hitter, Amani Jones. Fouled out to the first base side in the first and walked in the third. That pitch nearly got away from the catcher. Rinaldi stays put at first base. It's another ball. Bird's done an excellent job behind the plate tonight, both blocking balls and throwing runners out. One of the better players, and there's a reason why he hits fourth in the lineup as well. Both teams boast very good catchers in this league. 2-0 pitch to Amani Jones. In there for a strike. Still Colin Burdett out there, as you'd imagine, as he's pitching a shutout right now here in the fifth. Pitch to Jones, misses outside. Now it's 3-1 to Jones with Jacob Caruso on deck, the other catcher. Another check on Rinaldi, who's going to have to do some laundry after this game. Three and one on Amani Jones. Rinaldi leading off of first. That one is rocketed down the right field line, and it's going to be foul. Long, loud strike as it ends up in the basketball hoop, as a fan will go chase after it. Home plate umpire Pete's going to need some more baseballs. Seen a lot of foul balls today. For those that stay in the park, fans are asked to return them. Full count pitch to Amani Jones. Rinaldi's going. The pitch is lined out to center field. It's going to be an out. And chasing back to first base in time as the ball gets away and goes out of play. Crazy play there. A line out. And Rinaldi's going to be awarded third base. So it's a line out and a two-base error for the center fielder. So since the throw came from the outfield and it went out of play, it's a two-base error on B.J. Arnold, who singled and got picked off to end the last inning, and it's getting a bit worse for him here. So now it's just a runner on third here for Caruso. First pitch to him misses for ball one. One out here in the fifth inning. Syracuse running out of outs. They only have 8 left. They're trailing by 4. The next pitch to him misses for another ball, and it's 2-0. Rinaldi leading off of third now. Got to third via a two-base error on the last at-bat as Jones lined out on what was a hit and run. Ended up working out one way or another. There's a 2-0 pitch that finds the zone for strike one. Two balls and a strike now. Rinaldi leading off of third. Feel like Syracuse needs to score this inning if they want a chance to win. That one is blooped to the second baseman. That's not going to get the job done. And that's a pop out to second base as Caruso's offensive struggles continue in this game. And now that man on the mound right there is 1 out away from getting out of this. One of the easier plays that Kiefer is going to have to make in his career. A little flare to him. Leaves Rinaldi stuck at third base for now. Now Nolan Giblin's the last hope in the inning. Takes the first pitch, upper part of the zone for strike one. Continues to gust here in Cortland. Pardon me, in Hornell. As it did in Cortland last night for Syracuse. They played in some windy games, and now it's 0-2 on Nolan Giblin, who's 0 for 1 in this game, walked and struck out in the second and third innings respectively. Looks at a ball right there. So the count's 1-2. Burdett is 1 strike away from keeping the Saltcats off the board through 5 innings of play. He's been excellent in this outing this afternoon, trying to pick up his team after a Game 1 loss. And how about that for an off-speed pitch that fools Nolan Giblin? He was way ahead of that pitch, had no idea what was coming. And that is an excellent inning once again.
1 man left on base. After 4.5 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard.
And that ends the
Saltcats 0.
top half of the Syracuse fifth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man stranded at third. That's been a common theme throughout today for Syracuse. And now Nate Rodriguez will go back out on the mound as Hornell's going to look to add some more runs. They already lead 4-0 here on the NYCBL Digital Network. So Zack Morse will be back up for the second time in as many innings. His at-bat was halted when B.J. Arnold was picked off of first base by Nathan Rodriguez, the pitcher here. So Morse will try again. First pitch in there for a strike. On the DH, batting ninth. You usually don't see a designated hitter hitting in the bottom spot of the lineup. But Hornell fans can't complain. They have a 4-0 lead. That pitch misses well down, gets past the 5-hole of Caruso, the catcher. Both pitchers still working very quickly. It's not like we're losing daylight or anything. One of the longest nights of the year. That one is cracked into shallow right field. Coming in on it is the right fielder Schlegel, and he's there to record the first out. Ball kind of off the end of the bat, but pretty easy for the Syracuse right fielder.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3.
Should say that was Declan O'Hara out there for Syracuse.
Rigsby.
So now it's Rigsby in the top of the order. Takes a first pitch strike. Second offering, showing bunt. Tried to lay one down. Looked like he was going to go to the first base side. Aaron Sisto is the new third baseman. Is playing very deep. And you can't blame the leadoff hitter Rigsby for trying to get a freebie. And now he's behind in the count 0-2 on Rodriguez. And the southpaw deals. Missed outside. Good take from Rigsby. This is a solid lineup put together in the last game. They only had 6 hits, but they scored 4 runs. And that is called strike 3. Rigsby cannot believe it. Now there's 2 outs quickly as he wants to slam his bat in frustration.
Now batting the third baseman, number 21, Paxton Hughes.
Home plate umpire kind of been all over the place this afternoon in game 2 of a doubleheader. I was warned that when the 2 umpires switched roles after game 1, that could be the case. And that very first pitch hit in the air to center field, chasing Rinaldi back, and it's over his head as he attempts for a sliding catch. Pulling into second base with a double is Hughes, the third baseman. And he's on with 2 outs. That ball was ripped into center field. Rinaldi took the first step in. That was his first mistake. Got some glove on it, but it's going to be a double in the end for the 2-hitter. Now it's Roland Ryan, the first baseman, at the dish. Ryan 0 for 2 in this game, a strikeout and a double play. Like to make up for both of those with an RBI single here with 2 outs. Extend the lead for Hornell to 5-0. They'd be happy to get a split here. That one sent out to Rinaldi in center field once again. This time he's under it. He makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. And that'll do it. Another quick inning.
No runs, 1 hit.
No runs, just the double. As stuck at second is Hughes. That'll do it for the 5th inning. We go to the 6th. Still, Hornell leads by the score of 4-0. It's a family business here in Hornell, as taking over on the mound is the other Burdett brother, the elder, number 20, Brody Burdett. How about that for a name? And he comes in to relieve his brother, who pitched 5 strong innings. Didn't give up a single run, gave up just 3 hits. Struck out 3 hitters, 3 Salt Cats, and walked 4. Had some trouble with command, but kept them off the scoreboard. That's all that matters in the end. So it's 5 strong innings, just 3 hits. Syracuse has struggled to put some hits on the board. 4 hits for Hornell. It's 4-4-0, leading 0-3-0. Here in the top of the 6th inning, first up for the Salt Cats is Ryan Gonzalez, the first baseman. First pitch in there for a strike. We might not be in Philadelphia, but it kind of seems like Hornell is the city of brotherly love on the mound at least. Second offering to Gonzalez, also in there for a strike. Favorable call there for Brody. Who played third base in the first game, 0 for 3. Syracuse won that game 5-4, and they are at risk of losing this game. That one fouled back, and it reaches the out-of-play line. It's quickly 0-2 now on the first baseman, who is 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a pop-up to third. That was back in the 4th inning. Been a quick moving game. This game started just before 6. It's not even 7:30. Just reached the 90-minute mark here in this game. First game went 2 hours and 18 minutes, and it'll be a shock if this game goes as far as well. It'll be a shock if this game even hits the 2-hour mark, as Syracuse down to their final 6 outs. Brody Burdett, you would assume, in for the final 6 outs and give his brother the win. There's a call at strike 3. Gonzalez down looking.
That's a Wilkins RV strikeout. Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Bailey Martin.
First batter, Brody Burdett faces a backwards K. Now it's Bailey Martin's turn. He's been on base twice. A walk and a single after not playing in game 1. Hornell will be on the road tomorrow. Syracuse will be at home while playing in the visitors' dugout against the Syracuse Spartans, as both teams play in the same field. Call the same place home, and they'll do so tomorrow. Second pitch to Martin with the count 1-0. 2-0 now. The top of the 6th inning, Syracuse 5 more outs to work with in these 7-inning doubleheaders in the cross-division matchup between the Hornell Steamers and the Syracuse Saltcats. There's another strike. First one of the at-bat, however. 2 balls, a strike, and 1 out. To the second baseman, Martin. Thomas More University product in Kentucky, in the greater Cincinnati area. 2-1 pitch, hit on the ground. A swinging bunt, but it's going to end up going foul. So now the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the 6th. Brody Burdett in for his brother Colin, who went 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch misses well outside. The count is full now. On the Syracuse starting second baseman, who started the year at shortstop, since moved over to second. He and Amani Jones have had done quite a nice job both defensively and offensively in the double play duo. That one is ripped into left field, but foul. That'll be a souvenir for some fan. It goes down the left field line. They'll have to return it. And they'll do the full count pitch all over again. Hornell has been up and down lately, but have fared much better against teams in the East than the West. That one is ripped out to left field. And really the same pitch, same result, a foul ball. Way down the line. And we'll do this for another time. Brody Burdett peers in. A bit of a hunch, leans over, gets the sign. From the stretch, the full count pitch. Ripped into left field. This time it's fair, and this time it's into left field for a base hit for Bailey Martin. Third time's the charm for him. He hit 2 balls foul. Third one ends up fair and into left field. So he's safely on first base. Now it'll bring up a pinch hitter, Aaron Sisto. Hitless on the year. Hornell would like to keep that the same.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Saltcats from Ashland University, number 23, Aaron Sisto.
So Bryce Ritchie's day's done. He's been out of the game for a few innings now as Sisto's taken over defensively. Hasn't had a hit in league play this season. Has one against a PGCBL team, but in the stats, that doesn't matter. What matters is that bat here with 1 out and 1 on in the 6th. Martin leading off of first. Big swing from Sisto. No dice. Strike 1. Jordan Stevens due up on deck for the Saltcats. Looking to the bottom of the 6th inning. Could be the last time we see Hornell hit as there's a ball fouled back for the 2nd strike. Count quickly 0-2. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Bird, Hernandez, and Roper due up for your hometown Hornell Steamers. As they haven't steamed past, they haven't really steamrolled Syracuse in this game, but 4-0 is a very comfortable lead. We saw Hornell make things interesting after Syracuse had a 4-1 lead. Sisto's down on 3 straight pitches. Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good night for him. His struggles continue. Now it's Jordan Stevens with 2 outs and batting here. Martin's still stuck on first base. So here's Stevens. In this game, a walk and a pop out. First offering. Swung on, hit it in the air, way up there in center field. It should be the 3rd out, and it is. Easy play out there for the captain of the outfield, B.J. Arnold. Makes it pretty easy. And Hornell is making this game look pretty easy. They are dominating on the pitcher's mound. As both Burdett's 6 innings, no runs between the two of them. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th as Hornell looks for some more insurance runs. They still lead 4-0 here on the NYCBL digital network. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Hornell Steamers up 4-0. They got 3 runs in the 1st inning off of 2 hits, 1 run in the 4th inning off of just 1 hit. They've done a good job in this game, getting runners on. First pitch. A strike from Rodriguez to Bird, the catcher, lefty on lefty matchup. Second pitch swung on a miss, ends up hitting the umpire. quickly 0-2. On Bird, who's 1 for 2 in this game, singled and scored back in the first inning. 4 hits for both teams, but what matters is the 4 runs for Hornell and the 0 for the Saltcats. Another foul tip. Bird stays alive. Against Rodriguez here. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled back, over our heads, onto the roof, and into the parking lot, as it'll be a race between the kids to see who can get it first. Still 0-2, wind picking up once again. Just past 7:30 on the East Coast here. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, it's in the dirt. Caruso makes the throw to first. In time on over to Gonzalez. There's the first out, quickly recorded for Syracuse.
Now batting the right fielder, number 23, Joel Hernandez.
Now it's Joel Hernandez. Walked, stole a base, scored in the 4th, struck out in the 1st. It's 1 for 2. Pardon me, 0 for 1. On base percentage of .500 today, however. They say he did not go on the 0-1 pitch. It's the right call. Pretty good view we have over here on just the third base side of the mound as peering into the Hornell dugout. 1-1 pitch misses down, 2-1. Been a busy week for both of these teams. Rain has really played a factor and played into the hand of both of these teams' pitching staffs. As last week, both of these teams dealt with rain. Syracuse, this is just their 10th league game of the season. This is Hornell's 14th, but they've had definitely will have a backloaded schedule at the end of the season. 2-1 pitch fouled back. Getting a piece of it was Hernandez, and now it's 2-2. A lot of baseball has been used in this game. In the 2 games, I should say. 14 innings between the 2. First one went to the Saltcats, 5-4. And this one is very much looking like the Hornell Steamers are going to take it. Hernandez clanks that one off the back of one of the stanchions here, holding up the roof at Maple City Park in Hornell, New York. And I believe the umpire's signaling the count is full. And it is, and that's ball 4. So a 1-out walk worked by Hernandez. That's the second walk at as many tries for him. Now it'll be Roper, the left fielder.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Torrey Roper.
So it's Torrey Roper, the left fielder, due up, 1 for 2. He'll bat here with Hernandez leading off of first, a 1-out walk he just earned on Nate Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a good move, as we saw in the last few half innings. First pitch in there for a strike as Roper agrees, nods his head. Rodriguez, the next offering ripped into left field. This one is very much well hit, but right under it there is Jordan Stevens out there in left field. Read that one like a book, gets it in, and scattering back to first base is Hernandez. That was a rope from Roper, but no such luck. Stevens played him perfectly. That's what happens when you're in a wood bat league. Ball doesn't carry as far.
Second baseman, number 8, Connor Kiefer.
Now it's Connor Kiefer, the second baseman, with 2 outs here in the 6th. It'll be last call for the Saltcats in the top of the 7th inning. That one nearly gets by. It does get by Gonzalez, but he picks it up and throws it back to his pitcher. Due up for the Saltcats, 9-1-2, O'Hara, Rinaldi, and Jones. Declan O'Hara, Matt Rinaldi, Amani Jones due up if Syracuse wants to mount a comeback. But it would be against the spell of play here in the second game where pitching has been the name of the game. Runner goes. Pitch is missed by Caruso behind the plate. It's a ball. It's a stolen base. And it's more disappointment for Caruso behind the plate, who's had a rough game, both offensively and defensively. 0 for 3 behind the plate. I should say 0 for 3 at the plate. He's dropped a couple balls behind the plate as well, and Hornell has been busy on the base paths. That one swung on, hit in the air to shallow center field. Monty Jones calls everyone off for the third out and final out of the 6th inning.
4 runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 6 innings of play,
Just 1 walk, runner stranded at second base. We'll go to the final half inning. Last call for the Saltcats as the Hornell Steamers are 3 outs away from getting a win and getting back to 500. Stay tuned for one final time on the other side of this break on the NYCBL Digital Network. Pinch hitter here for the Syracuse Saltcats as we begin the top of the 7th and the 7-inning affair. Last call, and then we will see a change here. Declan O'Hara is out. Number 22, Walker Zampella, is in. Usually the backup center fielder behind Matt Rinaldi, who's due up on deck. So he'll hit for O'Hara here in the 7th. Still facing Brody Burdett, looking to finish off this game after his brother Colin, his younger brother, pitched 5 scoreless. He's pitched 1 scoreless in that last inning. Give up a single to Bailey Martin, but that was it. It was the first pitch to Zampella in there for a strike here in the 7th. 0-1, upstairs, ball 1. O'Hara was 0 for 2. Fielder's choice, ground out to third, and then a ground out to third. Zampella looks at the 1-1 pitch down the middle for strike 2. He's behind 1 and 2. Rinaldi, Jones, Caruso, the next 3 due up. And it's an uphill battle right now for Syracuse. Just getting a piece of that was Walker Zampella. Not sure how he did, but squibbed it behind home plate into the backstop as Rinaldi rolls it nicely to one of the Hornell players who cannot make a scoop and pats himself on the chest saying that's my bad. There's a swing and a miss. Zampella's down on strikes as Hornell throws it around, and they're 2 outs away from a victory. Now it is Matt Rinaldi.
Now batting the center fielder, number 18, Matthew Rinaldi.
One down for the leadoff hitter. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Rinaldi in this game. A single, a pop out, and a line out. 1 for 3. Strike 1 on the outside corner called by the home plate umpire. A ball and a strike and an out to the number 1 hitter in the Syracuse lineup. There's another called strike. 1 and 2 with 1 out here in the 7th. Hornell 2 outs away from getting a split and probably sending everyone home happy. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rinaldi. Lined into left field. That's a foul ball. Count remains at 1 and 2. Here's the next 1-2 pitch to Rinaldi. In the dirt, good take there from the leadoff hitter and a returner on this Salt Cat team. Plays at Pace University in New York. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The next pitch on the ground to the second baseman. The easy throw is in time. Was a bit closer than it probably needed to be, but Hornell is down. Should say Syracuse is down to their final out. Hornell 1 out away. Last hope for the Salt Cats, Amani Jones.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Amani Jones.
That was the second baseman, Kiefer, who's had quite the nice afternoon, making that play. First pitch to Jones in there for a strike, 0-1. On the shortstop. 0 for 2 in this game with a walk as well. That pitch downstairs, ball 1. Jones batting from the left side. The everyday shortstop now for Syracuse. There's his called strike. Hornell's 1 strike away. It's been the Burdett show. Colin pitched 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. Brody, his older brother, 1 strike away from finishing the Burdett combined shutout, and what would be a nice 4-hitter. Pitching for both of these teams has been the strength, even though this is certainly a hitter's park. We saw that in Game 1, not so much in Game 2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to center field, this should do it. Getting under it is the center fielder, and that's it. That's the ball game. Hornell salvages a split with the Salt Cats. They win Game 2, 4-0. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, defeating the Salt Cats. No runs, 4 hits, no errors. And that's going to do it. A flawless game in the field for both of these teams, and a flawless Game 2 for the Hornell Steamers. They win Game 2, 4-0 after dropping Game 2, 5-4. That'll do it for this afternoon on the NYCBL Digital Network. I'm Austin Platt saying so long. The team split the doubleheader, and both teams will be action tomorrow. But for now, take care, everyone.
To take on the Dansville Gliders.
The Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency. In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Come check out the great deals at Maple City Dodge.
Save with the Jeep Freedom Days and the Ram Make the Switch event at Maple City Dodge. Get $2,000 cash allowance on a 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 with a 5.7 box. How about leasing a 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited 4x4 for only $399 per month?
Here at Maple City Dodge, we're committed to our customer for great deals and great service. Come on in and see us.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Do you or someone you know have a sports injury? An expert team is now available at St. James Hospital. Our sports medicine team treats a wide range of orthopedic conditions for people of all ages. We offer surgical and non-surgical options,
as well as rehab to help you recover as quickly as possible. Whether you're a serious athlete, weekend warrior, or dealing with aches and pains of daily life, our expert team is here for you. Let us help you get back in the game.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit simmons-rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at simmons-rockwell.com.
With Kasasa Checking from First Heritage, you can easily earn free cash rewards each month. Choose either Kasasa Cash and earn up to 2.5% APY on your balance, or Kasasa Cash Back and earn up to 4% on your debit card purchases. We'll even refund up to $25 per month of your ATM fees. So, what would you do with your free cash rewards? Maybe put them towards those long-desired home improvements? Hey, they're your free cash rewards. Spend them however you want. Visit FHFCU.org to learn more and open your account today.
St. James Hospital in Hornell is a great place to be a nurse.
The best part of my job at St. James is our sense of community. Whether you're sick or if you're injured or if you need a CPR course, I feel that we're here to address your needs.
St. James Hospital is hiring skilled and compassionate nurses for our state-of-the-art emergency, inpatient, and surgery departments. In addition, we are offering $15,000 sign-on bonuses for RNs and $5,000 for LPNs. Come join our tight-knit community that cares for you as much as we care about our patients.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly,
disgusting.
The effect of bullying is